Hello everyone. I welcome every one of you uh, in the global dream. Today we have a very special guest in our studio, and he is Manuel Mason. Manuel Mason is a YouTuber, drummer, musician, and relationship coach. So I really honored to be a host for Manuel Mason. Hi, Manuel, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. Thanks. I'm doing really well. Not correct.
Uh,
Thanks for
I'm I'm really honored you are here and you are investing your time for my YouTube channel. And I'm really excited to know about you, your life story, your struggle, and your success. Today, uh, we will have just very short interview session for 30 minutes, and within 30 minutes I will uh, going to ask couple of questions. The question will be very short, but I will be expecting a very detailed answer from you.
yeah.
So Manuel, we would love to know about your childhood. How was it?
Yeah. So my childhood um, ended up growing. So I was born in Australia in Gosford, New South Wales. My parents were traveling on a yacht, a wooden yacht. We were sailing around our family
Mhm.
on a large large boat, and basically Gosford was one of the cities we stopped over through, and I happened to be was born there. And shortly after I was born, our family kept moving on to up to the coast of Australia to the Northern Territory, and that's
Mhm.
where I pretty much grew up, and I spent my childhood running around in the yacht club in Nhulunbuy Cove and chasing, I guess, like running around my friends who were catching fish. So a lot of time on the in the dinghies. So it was, yeah, that's part of my childhood I can remember.
Okay, so you love catching fish.
Yeah, well, that was something, I guess, when like I lived in small towns growing up, so
Okay.
you got catching fish and then there's camping and there's not much else like really to do other than,
Good.
camping. Yeah.
Really, really interesting. I myself also love catching fish.
Mm.
In my childhood, I did a lot. Okay, thank you so much. And when did you start your education life? I mean, when did you go to school first?
So I went to school when I went, well, that was probably, I'm so bad with like dates and time. Like,
Not necessary.
I'm just trying to remember when. I know it was in Northern Territory. Um, at Stewart Park Primary School, I can tell you that.
Mhm.
But in terms of the dates, um, yeah, it was like pre 2000s, nine. I think it
Okay.
was late. Yeah, it was late 90s. Um, but basically in the Northern Territory, that's where I spent a lot of my um, schooling. And then after I did primary school at Stewart Park, I actually moved to a small town called Borroloola, and I did homeschooling, my high schooling.
Okay, fine. So, after you complete your elementary school, you went to high school.
Yeah, as
Then
people do.
did
Yeah.
you go to college after you complete high school?
No, I didn't. I did a TAFE apprenticeship. So I studied at TAFE to complete my apprenticeship, technical apprenticeship as an electrician. So that's
Okay, you You are also electrician.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So, um, how long did it take to complete the course?
Well, it's like roughly 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. It was diploma or degree?
It wasn't. It's not necessarily a degree or a diploma. It's a the actual qualification is Cert three electrotechnology.
Hmm.
Cert three in electrotechnology. So it's
Okay,
um, a general electrician.
great.
Yeah.
So after you complete electrician course, uh, did you start your own entrepreneurship journey, or you joined a job?
Well, I was basically working as an employee for other employers for a long time. I guess I really started getting into entrepreneurship the past three, I'd say 2 or 3 years. So very
Okay,
later on in my life.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So I know you are a drummer.
Hmm.
How you have become a drummer?
Started off when I was a little kid. Um, my dad would be like constantly fixing things around the boat or on the car around
Hmm.
where we lived, and I just I like the habit of like um, playing drum beats on like sticks and pots that or whatever could find around the workshop, and then that love for just constantly tapping just
Hmm.
naturally um, when I was in primary school, my really good friend Blake, he was doing drum lessons, and he introduced me to a drum lesson that was happening today, and he said you should come along, and I was a bit hesitant. I went along, and just ever since I actually played the drums and heard it and like got a feel for it, I just loved it. So I've been doing it ever since I was about 11 years old. So a good long while now, over 20 years, been playing drums.
Ah, you are playing almost 20 years.
Yeah,
Okay. So, do you play with any band or any
yeah,
group?
yeah. I do. I play with a band called Good Morning Chaos.
Okay.
Little shout out. Chaos spelt with a K,
Okay.
and they're in Melbourne. We're in Melbourne. I also played with a band called Convertible,
Hmm.
and yeah, so many other bands as well along my journey in the Northern Territory and Queensland. Metal bands, pop bands, reggae. Yeah,
Great. Very good. And I know recently you are YouTubing. You have become YouTuber.
that's right.
Uh, uh, could you please share with the viewers
Mm,
actually on what content are you working? I know at the same time you are a relationship coach.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
how long? First question is how long have you been uh, a relationship coach?
yeah. So I started YouTubing actually the start of this. That was in the start of this year. It was around March, really
Hmm.
when COVID um, started
Hmm.
hitting, and basically it was just out of um, I wanted to start actually building like creating content and being able to put that online for other people to see and learn from, as well as like share my knowledge. And I'd say it's more based around dating, like dating advice, dating coaching. That's what I help people with. And for the past year, it's been that I've been able to do that, helping others for I'd say at least a year now.
3 years.
Yeah.
So how many people have you been coaching or coached so far?
So I've helped about, it's only been 3 people that I've actually helped. So
Mhm.
a very small amount, but I'm still building that and growing and learning from that. So yeah,
Okay. So can I share your YouTube channel and show the viewers?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. I'm sharing my screen, and this is my YouTube channel, The Global Dream, and I think this one is yours, right?
Yep.
Okay. And if I click on about, we can see here the description. I help shy gamer guys level up their confidence and conversation skills to meet and attract the woman of their dreams and enjoy a fulfilling relationship. Okay. Do you have also website?
Yeah, I do. It's my website. People can reach me at
Is
mannymason.com.
this one?
That's part of my website. That's one of the landing pages that I've put together.
Okay, wonderful. This one,
And
right? Okay.
yeah,
So
so that's
if anyone want to learn how they can build meaningful relationship, they can join here, get the guide here, right?
yeah. There's I put together an ebook that
Okay.
help.
Oh, this is
It's,
ebook.
yeah,
This ebook is written by you,
yeah, that's correct.
and how people can contact you if
So
they
they can
want to contact you.
contact me through YouTube comments if that's what they're on at the moment. Otherwise, they can reach me on my email address, which is manny@mannymason.com.
Okay. Why have you become a relationship coach? Is there any a reason behind the scene?
Yeah, there's definitely a good reason for it. So it took me a long time to really get comfortable with talking with women and start dating women. Like later on in my life, I was single for a long time,
Hmm.
shy and lacking that confidence to actually to meet and attract women. And so there was what I when I was looking when I started doing that, and there was heaps of dating advice out there, but I guess stuff that was like relevant to who I am, like um, for game people who because I love playing games, I still do, and I was playing games a lot at the time, video games, and I guess something that would really it was relevant to me, and so that's why I decided to um, put together these videos, this content to help other guys who have who are going through the same journey that I've went through. Basically, they're they're single and they want to um, feel more in life, be with be with have a relationship, be with women, and it's sharing what I've learned in that journey and helping others through that, being a guide basically for other guys going through that journey.
So you love helping people,
Yeah,
especially in building relationship.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Very good. And how do you think we can build relationship, especially during this pandemic?
it's a good question. Yeah, because a lot of people, it's pretty tough for a lot of people at the moment, um, and especially with the isolation, especially people who live alone. It's like it must be really tough on them too to feel even more isolated with the pandemic. But I think to answer your question, it's a matter of um, using the technology that we have available to us
Hmm.
and reaching out to reaching out to other people to try and make a connection um, online with that. This, I guess, because it's with social distancing, it's a bit hard to meet in person, but yeah, using the technology available, reaching out online, and then at least at some point connecting in person when it's safe to do so without you know affecting everyone else.
Those who find it daunting or intimidating to build up a relationship, especially the young guys and girls, what is your suggestion for them?
Yeah, it's um, see what you mean. Yeah, it's starting relationship, getting into one. It can be really daunting, especially when you've never been in one before. And I guess the first what I would suggest to guys out there, and even girls, is that starting working on yourself is really the the most important or the first thing to do. It's like building that foundation. So working on inner work first. So making sure you're healthy, you're in a good positive state of mind, um, and that you feel confident in yourself and your abilities before going out and trying to build a relationship or meet to attract others in your life. It's really working on yourself first. I think getting being comfortable and happy with yourself before before doing that.
Say, for example, I lost my girlfriend and I actually want to get her back, or a girl or lady lost her boyfriend and she wants to get her ex back.
Hmm.
What is your suggestion for them?
It's a good question. I think in that instance, it's like it's a bit of tricky thing. I think what I would do in that situation is give that other person that space and a bit of time, so it's not just trying to constantly demand their attention or like wanting to get them back straight away. It's like what and giving them some time, but also um, giving yourself some space to reflect on the relationship, see where what you're bringing to the relationship, and maybe where you could have improved, and seeing how how you could be a bit better in that sense, um, and just enjoying life, like doing filling in time with activities that you enjoy, and then after maybe some time when you both had that space where at least you've given a bit of things to settle, then you can
Okay.
back in touch. Yeah.
Mhm. How a wife and husband can build better relationship in their life?
How
Do you
they
have
can.
any suggestion how we can build better relationship uh, in our life? I mean, between husband and wife.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say I'm like that an expert with relationship advice with married couples, but
Hmm.
I think my suggestion in that situation is very open and clear communication
Hmm.
in the two. So making sure that they're both openly communicating how they feel in a situation. Say if they're being really um, annoyed or like irked at something that the other partner's doing, then really like show don't let that go. They shouldn't let that just go without saying anything. The like clear communication, I think, is key to building a healthy relationship. And there's always with every relationship, there's always ups and downs. So it's knowing that when things are getting heated and being open to talk about it and yeah, I guess make light of it and laugh about it.
So clear communication, you also mean being honest to each other,
Yeah, I think that's a
being
very,
very open.
yeah,
Okay,
big
fine.
important.
Uh, yes, I think you are very true. So thank you so much. And now uh, we would love to know from you. Do you have any dream for your own country?
Dream for my own.
For yeah, for Australia, what do you have dream for your country?
Well, this is a tricky question because I'm not the type of person who gets right into politics.
Okay.
Guess I guess equality, that's a big thing.
Hmm.
Recognition as well for the people, the rightful the landowners of this country as well, the indigenous people as well. Like make sure that truly recognized for this land, that it's like it's belongs to them.
Are the indigenous people in Australia getting their proper rights?
Well, I think some ways yes and no. Um, but there's also to the I've noticed with living in remote and small communities, like small towns and like Aboriginal communities as well, Indigenous communities, that there's very the the health and the living standard for um, people in these communities, the Indigenous, it's like quite low, and um, I think there's a lot of problems in in these remote communities with the government just putting money out there, just throwing money at the situation and thinking that'll solve it. But I think there needs to be more sitting down with the actual community members, the leaders as well, and getting to really understand and getting to know their story and what would they like in the community, instead of just thinking there's a sort of a cookie cutter and this is what they need and then we'll just throw money at it, sort of thing.
Okay. Uh,
Excuse me.
what do you dream for the global community?
The
What
global.
kind of global community you are expecting?
Mm, um, well, I'd love a world where I guess the we all have a good quality of life. Everyone has, you
Mhm.
know, a good like a good quality of life basically. But I know um, that's not the case, but still wish for it.
Okay. Thank you so much. And now we are almost at the end of our interview. Uh, do you want to say something for your viewers and subscribers?
Yeah. All I can say is, um, if you're actually looking to start a relationship and you're feeling a bit stuck in terms of what to say with women, or just wanting to actually improve your confidence and being comfortable with talking with women and dating and starting relationships, then you can find some videos on my channel that will help you guide you through that. And also on my website too, I've got an ebook, mannymason.com, where you can you can reach out to me by email as well
Okay.
if you have problems.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you. No, not correct.
I'm really honored to be your host and see you again.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.